Hello there, my beautiful angel starseeds and dreamers. My name is Violeta. How do you like my shades? They're hearts. Okay, listen, today's channel is a direct one, crazy big one. So I hope you're ready, okay? It came in a dream, but I'm gonna share the dream in a minute. I just want to start the channel off. You're not the normal kind. You are not the normal kind. You will feel people tugging at your energy, people wanting to come into your energy, people wanting to smear your name, to gossip on your name, to bring you down, to hold you back. Or even if you don't know these things for a fact, people giving you the evil eye, people praying for your downfall, blah, blah, blah. Even if you don't have proof of these things happening, you can feel them. Guess what? You're emotional, you're intelligent, you're intuitive, you are psychic, and you can feel those things and those people. So if those people think that they're fooling you, or you don't know what they're doing, you do know. You do know. It's fine. You don't even care because it doesn't affect you, even a little bit. You're so protected, it's not even funny. But listen, that's not the message, okay? The message is these people cannot believe what they're seeing because you're not the normal kind. You're not the normal kind that they deal with, that they normally deal with. It's like they expect you to do what everyone else does when they do the BS they do, but you're not the normal kind. When you get a boo-boo, you don't cry, you move on. When someone argues with you, you leave the conversation. You know, no time to deal with that. When someone hurts you, okay, well, bye. Bye. Back to the normal program. When someone sends you evil eye and gets you to like experience weird things, you don't even notice. Or you notice and you're like, huh, you thought that would be enough? Oh, you poor little child. You're not the normal kind. You're not the kind that is a slave to your emotions, a slave to your triggers, a slave to your traumas. You're not a slave to your circumstances. If you don't like something, change it. You're not a slave to validation, to other people's attention. You don't give a shit. And these people don't know what to do with you because they're like, well, what can I do to bring them down? You know what I mean? Like, they don't need validation. They don't need people's attention. They don't need approval. They don't need their ego stroked, whatever. They don't need, they don't break down when something bad happens, when something confusing happens, they don't even slow down when someone tries to manipulate them, or like, these people are gobsmacked about you. They cannot manipulate you, they cannot confuse you, they cannot slow you down, they cannot stop you, they can't make you see yourself as less, because the more they do that, the more you see yourself as more. It's like the more they try to tear down your confidence, the more confident you become. The more they try to take from your power, the more powerful you become. There's just something so shocking about you, something so different about you, because they can't figure it out. And look, your purpose is to be this mirror to people. And what they find so incredibly frustrating is that you're showing them how lazy they are, how they are a slave to circumstance and to people's attention and to validation and to their ego. How they are all those things that they want you to be. They want to project these crazy things onto you that are actually in them. And they hate it. They hate it. Sorry, it's amusing how people think, even for a minute, you're gonna be affected by anything or anyone. It's funny. Anyway, and so the dream I had was where I was talking to my dad for some reason, and I made a joke and he took offense. My dad was like a metaphorical, for all the people, right? And he took offense and he got mad. And I said, sorry, I didn't mean, sorry. But he didn't accept my apology. And you know what I did? I was like, that wild, primal, powerful roar rose up out of me of nowhere, and it just never ended. And this person in front of me, my father, whoever, was like, what's wrong with you? Oh, calm down. And that was the moment that I stopped giving a fuck. In the dream, I was no longer apologizing. I was no longer trying to make good with someone because they were offended. I no longer needed their approval or their whatever, really. I was just like, you know what? You want to make me feel bad? Now I'm going to make you feel bad. Oh, that was so good. Oh, guys, I swear, your energy is amazing right now. Your energy, you've never been so powerful in your power and so comfortable in yourself and confident in yourself that you really did not need anyone else's approval, anyone else's friendship, anyone else's whatever. You don't need anything external to validate your inner experience, because your inner experience is the bomb. You're so happy and peaceful and just empowered right now. And the thing is, those were the kinds of people who would mistaken your, something is in my eye. Someone's trying to make you see differently or something, or not make you see something. These are the kinds of people who thought your sensitivity was being weak. Oh, she's too much. She's emotional. She's weak. And then you showed your nails. You showed your teeth. You showed your cutoff game. And you were like, okay, bye. I don't need you anymore. Bye. I'm good without you, actually. Thanks for playing. Bye. Good luck next time with the next loser who falls for your games or whatever. And you're so free right now. And these people, they thought you were weak. They thought you didn't have a backbone. They thought you were a people pleaser, a mat, something you could just play around with. Oh, how fun. Collective is never going to be like, they're going to take everything I dish out. And then everything turned around. The tables turned. And they were like, what happened? And you're like, didn't see that coming, did ya? The thing is, you've been through such an amazingly, incredibly transformative experience that you're a completely different person from just a few months ago, just a few years ago. You're a completely different person. You no longer take the bullshit. You no longer want to please everyone. You no longer want to avoid conflict. You no longer just want to appease everyone, be at peace. You know what? If someone comes in your face, you're going to be like, you want to play? I'm going to play. And you're going to dish out all the whatever you want to say, and it's just going to be honest. It doesn't even have to be mean, it's just honest. And the person's going to be like, gulp. Well, that's unpleasant. And they're not going to do it again because that was unpleasant. Because you can see through people, right through people. You can see their games, you can see their lies, their masks, their bullshit, their lame excuses, their false apologies. You see all that. You see the truth of the matter, and they hate it. They hate that they can't shake you. You know? They want you to fall down and stay down. They want you to cry over them. As if. They want you to be weak so they can be strong. But they're the weak ones and you're the strong one. That's just the truth. You're not the normal kind. You're unstoppable. I'm hearing. You're unstoppable. Congratulations. Nothing stops you. Nothing slows you down. Nothing. No one. Because you don't need anything from anyone. That's your superpower. You're completely enough. You're completely strong within yourself. You're complete. And these people are not, and they hate it. They want to be, but they don't know how to be. And instead of doing the work like you did, the hard work you did, they're just being lazy. They're just being defeatist. They're just being, I can't do that. You know, I'm stuck with this life and I have to do those things. This person is La La Land. Well, how come La La Land looks so good? How come La La Land has stable finances, stable psyche, you know, is non-reactive, is balanced, is harmonious, isn't good with everyone who's good with them? How come La La Land is so good, huh? How come it looks tempting? How come it's open, actually, to everyone if they're smart enough, strong enough, brave enough to work for it? How come, huh? How come it's only those people who are lazy, who want to gossip, who want to bring you down, who can only be strong if someone's weak? How come? How come? This video is a little bit sassier than other videos because I feel your energy. Your energy is killer. It's killer right now. And anyone who comes across you in the wrong way, and listen, the thing is, you were recently, and this is the last part of the message, you were recently debating whether this new sharp edge about you, this new power about you, is compromising your softness, your soft heart, your nurturing side. And no, Spirit says you need a balance of both. You need your softness to give to people who deserve it, and you need your sharp edges to give to people who deserve them. You need both, my friend, and now you have them. You have both. You have graduated. And now what follows is a really powerful era, because your inner world is going to be reflected in the outer. And your inner world right now is the most powerful, confident, and happy it has ever been. The most abundant, the most sure of itself, the most complete. And that's going to reflect in your reality, if it's not already, because I have a feeling it is already reflecting. In small ways and big ways. The thing is, Spirit needed you to have this steel backbone about you before you can handle everything it's going to give you. You cannot handle huge responsibilities, huge things, huge abundance if you're soft, if you're too soft, if you don't have a backbone, if you're not powerful, if you can't bite back, you know? These people are there gonna hate your ascension because you're gonna level up, you're gonna glow up so much more than before. And they wouldn't even have seen it. They wouldn't have thought it was possible because you were already up there. And now you're going higher. And they hate it. The people who love you and support you, they're going to love it. And they're going to rise up with you, 1551. But the people who stay down there and who try to talk bad about you, try to upset you, try to do whatever they're doing, they're never going to get anything because they have black hearts. They're lazy. They can't do the work. They don't know how, and they don't care to ask. These people can still turn things around, but I don't think they will. They're too comfortable in their misery, really. They're too comfortable in their drama, conflict, gossip, black. They're too comfortable. And they will stay, and you will move on to so much more abundance because you're comfortable in yourself, in your happiness, in your peace, in your abundance. And they hate it. They hate seeing you smile and beam and be good to people and then bite back the people who come to you because with the wrong energy, because they can't understand how you're possible, but you are. Because you've grown so much, you've learned so much, and you've healed so much. You're no longer a slave to the matrix like they are, a slave to circumstance, a slave to ego, a slave to triggers, a slave to validation, a slave to attention, a slave to money, a slave to all the things. You're no longer a slave. You're the master of your own life. And they hate it. They can't sleep thinking about it. This is wow. This was a message. Let me tell you, it was a message. Listen, you're doing great. I love your energy. It's like sassy. And yeah, I'm so happy that you feel confident and powerful and savage, really. I'm so proud of you. Anyone who comes up to you in the wrong energy, I pray for them. I pray for them. Or someone who does something behind your something bad behind your back, I also pray for them because your angels are gonna yikes. The more someone does against you, the worse their life is gonna get. Just a warning, okay? Against anyone who's even thinking about doing that and is watching this. And everything for you is just going to soar because you're unstoppable. Nothing can stop you. Nothing can slow you back, slow you down. You're doing amazing. Congratulations, my friend. Thank you for watching. Let me know if it resonates below in the comments. Affirm below, I am unstoppable. I am unstoppable. And like, subscribe, all those nice things because it helps my channel. And I'm going to see you next time, okay? Bye!